Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Chitty back with another video. In this video, I want to cover my first investment property. Sorry, hopefully you could hear me. I want to cover my first ever investment property. It's a fourplex right behind me that I bought about 6 to 8 months ago. I can't even remember. Time flies. But let's go check it out. We're actually going to pop up some before and afters. I moved into this unit and renovated this unit almost completely. So I'm going to show you guys how it looks like. But a couple reasons I really liked this property. First of all, the style, as you can see, townhouse style unit. So it's almost like you have your own house. The second thing that was a big selling point for me was the neighborhood. Just a very nice, well-kept neighborhood. And then actually right down there is Campbell Lake. So you can actually see the lake from that unit right there, which is pretty sweet. So great, safe neighborhood, great location. The carports was an added plus for the winter time, so you don't have to shovel off snow. And then also there's just a ton of parking space here. You can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars here, which we've done a couple of times. But let's go check it out. I'm gonna show you guys before and after pictures and hopefully talk through just a little bit of the journey. But did that light fixture there, new boiler that was expensive, repair that needed to be made, that actually just happened a couple weeks ago. It was about $11,500 to replace that boiler, which, quick little lesson, if you're gonna buy an investment property, make sure you have money saved up in addition to the money it takes to close on the house, or else you can be in trouble with an unexpected $11,000 repair pops up. But anyways, take a look. Basically went with the clean white color and then some kind of modern gray countertops, which I thought were just in style, and then matching with some black accents. So this is my first full kind of renovation slash remodel. Ever I did help my parents kind of renovate a property before, but I didn't really do the installation. I mostly just did the demo and kind of helped pick colors. So this was the first hands-on. I was in here just grinding, doing a lot of this stuff myself. But anyways, just a little bit about this unit. Each unit is 2 bedroom, 1 bath, laundry in down there, upstairs, downstairs, layout, townhouse style, a back deck, kitchen area, and living space upstairs. About 1,040 square foot each unit is, and then 2 bed, 1 bath. Let's take a look at upstairs. So upstairs, everything was just really old. The previous tenant had lived here forever, almost a decade. So everything was super dirty and old looking. So we ended up pretty much painting every single surface you can see visible. New light fixture, which I loved a lot, really sets the tone for the space. And then new flooring throughout the whole place. We also went and added in just this ledge here just to give this space a little bit more functionality, which is pretty cool if you're having a couple people over. In here, here's a real stove or wood fireplace, which is nice for the winter time and as a backup source of heat if needed. Out here, the back deck, I really love the mountain views. One of the funnest things I like about this property that I enjoyed while living here was in the mornings watching the sun come up behind these mountains and getting some pretty insane sunrises, which was just awesome. Just a nice serene place to kind of come chill. Let's take a look out here, back deck. More recently, since it's been nice and warm outside, I've been out here in the mornings a few times. But as you can see, mountain views, nice and clean. And then over there, if we lean, let's see, you can barely see the lake there. We'll zoom in way in. There you go, lakefront. Nah, not yet. Anyways, let's jump back into the house. Little storage there. Actually, you fit a ton of stuff in here, which I definitely did. I got my use out of it. A nice little light. Looks pretty old, but in use, but it's storage, and you can fit a lot of stuff. Very convenient. Coming back in here, you just see just another angle of the living room. We had a TV mounted up there. That was cool. We didn't renovate any of the windows. They're still pretty old. Probably will need renovating in the next handful of years, but I'm gonna try to put a lot of money in this unit already. So, you know, focus on the things that were gonna make the biggest difference. And that was flooring and paint and some of the light fixtures. Dining room area here, decent sized little space. And then over here in the kitchen, we did a good amount of stuff in the kitchen. New dishwasher, replaced these. These are actually Formica countertops, so they look like granite or stone, but they're actually not. They're just a laminate material, but they're very durable and pretty affordable, so that's why I went with that. And then we ended up repainting, sanding and repainting all the kitchen cabinets inside and out. They look nice and clean now. And then also putting on all these black fixtures. Shout out to my friend Abraham. He helped me a ton with the fixture, or picking the color for the paint and painting the cabinets, and also installing that fixture. And he did an awesome job just helping me, also teaching me how to do flooring and stuff, because this was the first time kind of ever did a job this big. But we ended up replacing kitchen sink and faucet there. The stove and the refrigerator are the original ones. They just were in good working order, so why waste money with new ones if you don't need to? So let's go ahead and head downstairs. Definitely underestimated how much time and money I was gonna end up spending on this unit. I'll see if I can find some of the numbers, because I know you guys would be interested here. At least purchase price, I can tell you guys that. I ended up getting this place for $609 at a 2.37% interest rate, so $609,000. I had to put 5% down, which I'm not sure exactly how much that was. It was a total closing cost ended up being somewhere around $30,000 to $35,000, and then I believe I put almost 20K, 15 to 20K into the renovation to the building. And then I also had to spend 11.5 grand on the boiler more recently. So total into this property around how much? 60 to 70,000. I'll put up the real numbers somewhere, but yeah, that's because I'm sure someone out there is interested about the financials. And I made that money from my business, which is real estate photography. Real estate media is actually how I made the money to buy this property. And it had been actually a goal of mine for about 6 years. I remember walking to a loan officer's place, office, and meeting with her. And she basically said, it was back when I first started my journey, back when I first started my YouTube channel actually. And she was basically like, you need to make more money to qualify and be able to buy a house. And I was like, cool, I'll see you in a few years. So I went and learned how to grow business and scale and all that good stuff. So kind of cool what happens when you put some time and intention and create a game plan, figure out how, and then work towards it. You know, you can do some really cool stuff. And so I bought this property when I was 25. I'm turning 26 here in a handful of months. But yeah, I'm very blessed and thankful to be able to have bought this and with my own money too, which is cool because I worked hard for it, and it's cool. So it's rewarding to see the fruit of your labor, and also knowing that I was on my hands and knees painting and ripping up the flooring and painting, learning how to do light fixtures. But here's the other bedroom here. Let's see. Yeah, pretty basic. This one's definitely a smaller bedroom, but it still is nice. I used it as an office. The water heater's in there. Each unit has its own water heater. Here's just the hallway. In-unit washer and dryer, which was a big selling point as well for me on why I liked these units so much, because that's a big thing for me personally. I would not want to live in a place without an in-unit washer and dryer, because that just seems so inconvenient. So, and those washer and dryer units are brand new. I had to buy that as well, so you can add that to the tab of what I've put into this property so far. Coming into here, yeah, pretty much redid this whole bathroom. Flooring was brand new, this was brand new, this was brand new, that's brand new, that's brand new. Reglazed the bathroom, so didn't rip out the old one, we just reglazed it, and then new faucet as well. Now everything looks nice and new, and then some of these new little curtain shower rods to top it all off, matching little details. Coming into this space, the last bedroom here, yeah, pretty much, you know, paint, flooring, baseboards, light fixture, and that's about it. I chose to leave the popcorn ceilings, which might annoy some of you, but to me, I didn't care too much. And after I painted it, I was like, you kind of really don't notice it that much, to be honest. And with the new paint on the walls, it really made a big difference already. So I didn't feel the need to, because it's a lot of work to do that. And I was just like, nah, I'm good. So here, and then the last thing is this closet is huge. It actually spans from that corner all the way across, so you can fit a ridiculous amount of stuff And the mirrors are pretty cool too when you want to check yourself out. But that's about it. That's a tour for my property, guys. I'll recap or end this video just with a few lessons so far. One, make sure you have enough money to cover the purchase price, the down payment, closing costs, plus have reserves on hand for something that might break, like a $11,000 boiler within the first 6 months of buying the property. And then also make sure you're factoring the money you plan on, if you plan on remodeling or fixing anything or making it new like I did. You need to budget for that as well on top of the rest of the expenses. And then also make sure you have money left over after spending all of that money. Because if you went and spent all that money, you had zero left, you're gonna be really stressed out, especially if something else breaks. So that's why it's really important, I think, to have strong income or strong money saved up before buying a property. Again, me, it's something I had been working towards for the past 6 years at least. And I had lived with my parents for a long period of time. Thankfully, I was blessed to have parents that were okay with me living at home to save more money. And I did that up until I bought this property. So I lived with my parents until I was the age 25 pretty much, and then bought my own investment property and moved into that unit. That was the first time I've ever fully lived on my own. And for me, it was all intentional. I knew if I stayed at home, I could have afforded to live on my own for multiple years before I actually ended up buying this place. But I knew that I would rather save up that money and be able to buy my own investment property as my first, time living out of my parents, and I don't regret that one bit. So make sure you're good on the financial side. Make sure your income's strong so that if something breaks, like, you're not gonna be super stressed out over having to cover that as well. Three, I would say, or two, three, I would say make sure, I would say buy a property that has a lot of selling points like this one did for me, like location, the style of units was really unique. The units themselves were solid and like good livability and the nice layout and the stuff like that. And then the porches, there's just a lot of selling points compared to some other properties we looked at for this unit. So make sure you're not buying just like an average property unless it's like a really good deal. You want to buy something that you can see a lot of selling points in and that you will be really confident it will stay rented. That's another thing. A lot of these tenants that were living here were in here for, one was in here for almost 10 years, another 6 years, another 3 years. So it told me that people really love living here or else they wouldn't move. They wouldn't stay that long, right? Which meant that this was a solid property to buy. Let's see what else. Yeah, so buy something that has selling points. Know your numbers, really run the numbers and know what you could get for rent. Hey guys, sorry if that just cut off, and sorry if my hair looks so crazy, but that's because I've been busting my ass to get this place ready to re-rent. For this pretty much whole week, you still see like all the paint on my hands and stuff. But anyways, the video cut off for some reason. Maybe I'll make a part 2 to this. Feel free to comment down any questions below. I'd be happy to answer them, be as transparent as possible about any of the numbers and stuff you were curious about. But anyways, just to wrap it up, I'm super blessed and grateful. Shout out to my parents for being able to be, letting me live at home until I was pretty much 25 years old, so I could save up money to make a move like this. Very thankful to them. Thankful for my dad for always teaching me how important saving money is, because without that core lesson, I would have never been able to have the money to buy this property. And he also instilled in me just, principles of entrepreneurship and hard work and how to really just work hard. And that helped me go out in the business world and start a business, work out hard at that in Just Pen and Media, which is my real estate media business, and grow those businesses and make money to then save up and have enough profit to pay myself and eventually buy an investment property. So that's about it. I'm very thankful for them. I'm very grateful for being able to make a move like this and excited for the future. I'm not planning on buying another property for a good chunk of time, just because it is a lot of time, effort, and work involved, and I already have a couple businesses. We have, Just Pen and Media, which is a real estate media business in Anchorage, Alaska. We have Just Pen in Hawaii, which is my co-founded that with my business partner Ethan in Maui, Hawaii. And then we also have Just Pen in Denver, which I co-founded with an awesome guy named Dan in Denver. So we basically helping run pretty much own 3 businesses. And so to have another one, which is a real estate business on top of that, is already getting to too much. I just kind of realized that in this phase in life right now, I should kind of automate this building. It's gonna be sweet, it's cash flow. I got all the work done for the most part besides managing it, which everyone's gonna be on 12-month leases, so it's gonna be pretty easy to manage that basically moving forward. At least for the next year, I shouldn't have to worry about too much for the next 12 months, especially after finishing everything in here. But anyways, I don't need, if I just keep adding properties at this stage in life, basically the bigger return on investment for me right now is just growing the companies more and more and growing more cash flow and potentially launching a few more locations as well over the next few years, and then get to a point to where there's so much cash incoming that I can then, have to do something with it, and then that might be the time to invest in more real estate, buy more stocks. We'll see when we get to that point, but that's my current game plan as of now. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, feel free to ask any questions. I'll answer them as transparently as possible, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.